Okay, so happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to our masterclass. We have a very, very special class tonight. I always feel super privileged and honored when we get Miss Angie, who is our product specialist. Those of you who are in Riman already, or whether you even just use Riman, you've probably seen her either on social media, on her Instagram. You've seen videos and trainings that she does. She's absolutely fantastic. And I literally could listen to her all day. So we get her tonight. So I'm not going to talk too much. We are going to do a live demo in a little bit where she's actually going to take you through and me through our dermatology signature line. And we're going to go step by step and exactly what this product's about, why we're using it, how we're using it, some of the key ingredients, and show you exactly that. Okay, so our focus tonight will be on our signature line. But before we do that, before we even actually get started, my name is Tracy Zimmer. For those of you who don't know, I know it says Brianna is my name on here, but we're just utilizing her Zoom tonight. And I am from Canada, so I'm in Calgary, Alberta. It was 16 degrees Celsius today, you guys. Crazy. It felt like spring, like almost summer was coming here. So everything was melting, the snow was melting. So I was like, oh my goodness, spring is on the way. Anybody else in Canada that felt this like heat wave coming in today? Let me know in the chat. And let us know where you guys are tuning in from as well. So I have been using these products now for over 2 years. And I just continuously just see improvements. And not only, on my own face, but my daughter's face. She uses these products. She will not touch anything else. I love it. It's healthy for her. She gets results. And I love that we can give these products to anybody and feel good, knowing that they are safe, yet knowing we're going to get incredible results from people. So K-beauty is the big buzzword right now, and it's everywhere. And we are going to get into, what makes true authentic K-beauty, what sets Riman apart, and all the things. But before we do that, and before we get into that, I definitely want Angie to introduce herself to you guys so you know what she is all about. But yeah, Angie, take it away. Let them know who you are and all your beautiful credentials that you have, because I certainly don't remember them all.
Well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you for having me here, and thank you for everyone for attending. I'm seeing familiar faces from the ritual inbox, so it's awesome to actually have you here today. But yes, so I am the product training and development manager for Riman North America. I directly collaborate with HQ on designing our product stories, but also designing the products. So, as you know, innovation is a huge part of Riman, and I am leading it in regards to speaking on behalf of our field, what we want to see and what ingredients we want to see. My background is in biochemistry. Prior to my time at Riman, I was a practicing cosmetic chemist at a raw materials supplier. So I had brands and clients like Mary Kay, Aveda, IS Clinical, and Color Science, really helping them select what ingredients will work best in their formula, but also simplifying their formula. So I take that all to my 3 years now at Riman here, really understanding how we're promoting the Riman difference at the formulation level.
Do you guys see why I don't even try to explain all the things that she has? She just knows everything. So I know even for myself, I direct people to her and I'm like, listen, she is the product specialist. I'm certainly never going to know all of these things. What I do know is I love how my skin feels. I love the results I get from it. And my job is to go put it on other people, let them try it, and let Angie do all the technical and like the deep dives into all the ingredients and all the things. So, yes. So Angie, we're gonna get started here. And like we said before, K beauty is the buzz everywhere. Everybody's talking about K beauty, K beauty, K beauty this, K beauty that. You go on social media, the Google search is on a rise. It's up 380 some percent of people Google searching K beauty. So it's everywhere, and so there's a lot out there. And I would just love to hear from you, like, what does really make that true, authentic K beauty? And then also like what sets Riman apart from other true K beauty product lines out there? What makes us so unique? So I'm gonna give you that loaded question. Take it away, and I can't wait to hear.
Absolutely. Well, there's quite a few nuances to consider when we appreciate K-beauty as something unparalleled in the personal care industry. I would say authentic K-beauty is simplistically beauty personal care that comes from Korea, but it's beyond that. It's products that have encouraged and developed the K-beauty tradition of self-care, something that is based within the practices that mothers have been passing on to their daughters for generations, beyond even the establishment of a K-beauty industry. But it's also the utilization of heritage ingredients, ingredients from the East that have promising efficacies in skin, but perhaps were also applied medicinally in years prior. And also, of course, it's the manufacturing in Korea. So Korean rather manufacturers are well known for their technological advancements. And so you see the car manufacturers, the electronics, and it's no different with the personal care products as well. Not only do they employ GMP or good manufacturing practices, they have the assembly line and the batching techniques that create quality and concise formulations that are dependable in their performance, but also dependable in their production. And so that's the global really appreciation of K-beauty, but it's also then in analyzing and appreciating a specific formulation, it's the approach that is taken in treating your skin. So I actually have a slide that I'll show here to kind of talk a little bit more about that. So I'm going to briefly unspotlight you and I. Right. Share the slide. So, what's crucial about Katy Beauty and its comparison to many Western beauty brands you may be familiar with is that we're really focusing on proactive protection and prevention of the skin rather than problem solving. So often we are looking for quick fixes to address issues we've already had. K Beauty is looking to really ascertain the innate health of your skin such that those issues don't occur to begin with. While yes, these products will address the issues if you already have them, the major focus is that though don't ever happen again. Now, to do so, we prioritize gentler ingredients, heritage ingredients, but any ingredient that perhaps is well known or is quite efficacious in formula but is otherwise considered as harsh, we merely keep it to a lower concentration to maintain your skin's integrity. With the gentleness of the formulations, it's important that we have that multi-step characteristic of K-beauty. Really layering those ingredients and those products is how you bring about that innate health to your skin long term. So to, answer it a roundabout way of your initial question, Tracy, it's not only the production of the products in Korea and the utilization of specific ingredients, but it's also the stories the products are telling in terms of your innate skin health and also in facilitating your own self-care, something that is easily practiced daily, but we often don't think we have time to. These products are really meant to romanticize your routine. Now, to further differentiate ourselves from other K-beauty products, again, it comes with the focus and appreciation of specific ingredients, ingredients you cannot find elsewhere. But of course, it's also in the performance of the products, how the combination and formulation expertise of ingredients and formula is producing results you can't see with any other K-beauty brand. And so, as many of you know, we prioritize that Riman is the perfect marriage of when tradition meets innovation. We are prioritizing that self-care and those ritualistic ingredients, but we are maintaining the science behind our products to really promise you both safety and efficacy in performance. Now, the key ingredients that really set us apart are those three heritage ingredients, where technically it's two heritage ingredients in one form of major technology. And so that's our giant Byungpool and the Jeju lava energy water. Now, both of these we actually get to source ourselves on Jeju Island. And that's another key differentiator is that many brands were working with raw material suppliers. That's not to say that we don't have our own suppliers for some, basic raw material ingredients, but for really key natural ingredients that are straight from Jeju, we actually get to source it ourselves. That's not just the giant Byungpool and the Jeju lava energy water. It's nettle extract, sea berry, camellia seed, mugwort, and many other traditional Korean ingredients. Now, in that considered, Jeju plays a large part or a large part rather, in Rimon's story. And not only is it a UNESCO World Heritage Site, meaning it is heavily governmentally protected and respected in its beauty and in its resources, it's also the site of Rimon campus. And so very few K-beauty brands have their own campus. And not only is this campus dedicated towards the product development, it's also dedicated to the enrichment of, fellow planners and customers within the story, the heritage story of Riman, to directly interact with the various things that are making us different, the ingredients, the technology. And so, as you can see laid out here, it's a basic overview of what's going on Riman campus. We have our Riman Smart Farm, another differentiator that makes us quite different. We have sustainable ways of which we are sourcing energy, both a wind power station and a solar power station. And then we have all of our science hubs. So Ask Base is where we are directly manufacturing and processing some of our own raw materials. And we have our Byungpo Research Lab, where we begin our preliminary cosmetic formulations, nutraceutical formulations, and where we further our understanding of that heritage giant Byungpo. Oh, my light went. And then right next to that Byungpo Lab is the Jeju Lava Water Center. This is a government agency that is allowing us premier access to the Jeju Lava Energy Water. There's roughly only about 13 companies with any involvement with this water center, and we are the only company that has a skincare investment in the water. All the other companies are selling it as bottled drinking water. Now, I could sit here and talk about it forever, but I'm going to go quickly through these slides because I want to get to that smart farm. So Riman is actually the first company vertically integrated in the controlled growth of giant Byungpool. Not even giant Byungpool, actually, Centella asiatica in totality. And so this allows us to maintain, again, a lot of quality and consistency assurances in every raw material batch of our heritage ingredient. This is a smart farm that has been meticulously designed with many insights from Priva, which is a smart farm agency in the Netherlands. And we found a way to essentially allow these leaves to grow self-sustainably, to reach a peak growth period, roughly 2 months, at which we take them to our extraction process. And so with the giant Byungpool, hopefully you all are quite familiar with it. I have heard many stories about it, but the difference then comes with, of course, our patent on it. So we received an exclusive cultivation right from the Korea Forest Service in 2022, I believe, yes. And that is titled to Ask Company, as you can see here, which is not a business partner of Riman, it is Riman. This protected us in our growth and use of giant Byungpool until 2042. But more recently, we also received USDA PVP, or Plant Variety Protection recognition. The USDA PVP office is, of course, a government agency in the United States that granted us further exclusivity and recognition of discovering a unique plant strain. This further protects us in our use now until 2045. And what's key about the USDA PVP recognition is that it makes it easier to register giant Byungpool as our unique strain in other countries as well. And of course, we have a global viewpoint of this company. We're already quickly opening other markets that we want to establish that giant Byungpool in each one. Now, again, to really make sure that I'm not gobbling up all the time, I will dance quickly through the giant Byungpool. But what's key about giant Byungpool is the research behind it. The science is, tangible behind these products, and that gives a lot of that power behind the difference. We have found that giant Byungpool, due to its larger area of leaf size, has a higher polyphenol content that directly correlates to greater antioxidant activity. But we've also found that it can increase collagen production by roughly 60% in comparison to standard Byungpool, which is 3 to 4 times smaller than than giant Byungpool. This thusly means an anti-wrinkle effect and a reduction in fine lines. And we further have found that it has great efficacy in hyperpigmentation reduction. All of this just contained in a single heritage leaf that only Riman can use. And then that second hero ingredient, I would say, is the other main part of the difference. Water is a universal solvent. You're going to find it in every formulation, from mass market products to prestige products, but it offers no benefits to the human body. While it is fine that it's a universal solvent, it leaves a large gap of your formula where nothing is going on. So our utilization of the lava water lava seawater that is flowing through Jeju Island, that is mineral rich, is crucial in creating a difference at even the basic beginnings of a formulation. Jeju lava water is rich in a variety of minerals that have great benefits for the human body, both topically and when consumed orally. And it's a dependable resource in that it has very minimal fluctuations year round in terms of its temperature, its salt content or salinity, and its pH as well. And furthermore, the research backs up its performance in formulation. What's most profound is that it has an efficacy in hydrating the skin, which many would think that's the basic efficacy of any water, but your skin is otherwise hydrophobic. So it's not necessarily absorbing your shower water or any water you apply to your skin. This water is hydrating your skin. And there's also initial preliminary research finding that it also has hyperpigmentation reduction activity. So that's kind of a brief yet in-depth overview of some of the differences behind Riman. It is that prioritization of innovation with the establishment of Riman Campus, our Smart Farm, Ask Base, and Ask Labs. But it's also the key ingredients, that giant Byung pool and the Jeju Lava Energy Water. Of course, also the use of our liposomal technology in the Radiance 100 line, which is another patent to speak on as well. But it's a culmination of all of these considered with a focus on helping you. And that's ultimately being the difference you seek in your world. So all these products are already designed around the end user.
Wow, amazing. Did you guys learn something? I always learn something every time I hear Angie talk. And Angie, so just you may have said this and I might have missed it. How many patents do we have?
Great question. Yes. So we have actually 22 patents now. The number has continued to increase. So it's 13 confirmed patents and 9 that are patent pending.
Wow. And how many awards have we won as a company?
As of 2026, we now have 54 awards under our belt, and these awards are quite powerful, I would say. So 5 years in a row now, we've actually won the Korea Women Consumers Choice Premium Brand Top Prize, which they always have super lengthy names, but it's essentially the preferred brand by women in South Korea for 5 years in a row. We've also won the Korea Consumer Appraisal Brand's #1 brand, and 3 years in a row, we won Korea Brand Power #1. And so these are just a few of the awards. And again, as we become a global company and begin to submit ourselves for consideration for other global awards, that award count is just going to rise and it's going to have more global names to it, be it to North America, Mexico, the UK, etc.
Well, I know hearing 22 patents, that's what sets us apart from everybody because I know
Yes.
how hard it is to get one patent. Now, people always ask, is it clean? Is it safe? Is it healthy for young people? Like, how many do we, what's our ingredient list like?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Yes. So we are in the age of the educated consumer, and I have no doubt that everyone on this call is educated in what personal care you're using. The caveat that is that oftentimes there's a lot of mistrust in the products we're using, and you have to put in the extra work of analyzing your ingredient deck to see what it's free from to ultimately incorporate it into your routine. Riman was determined to create a brand that you could immediately trust and to really handle all the heavy lifting so that you could easily pick up a product and make it part of your routine without having to think about it, without having to analyze. And so, with that considered, we avoid actually 3,000 different ingredients. And I'll pull up another little infographic here for that. But we avoid over 3,000 different ingredients that have been deemed environmentally destructive, harmful to the human body, toxic to the human body, as decreed by various regulatory bodies worldwide. So, as we continue to increase in our expansion and incorporate new markets under the Riman umbrella, we also incorporate their own regulatory lists and no-nos into our own no-no list. So, the US, Health Canada, the KFDA, ASEAN, Mexico, the EU, which is a huge player in the regulatory game. All of these lists are compiled and creates our 3,000 no-no list. And this number is going to only increase as we continue to open markets. What's crucial about that, honestly, is because we are in the age of the educated consumer, is that there's so much misinformation about what products or ingredients are harmful to you. And so following these regulatory bodies gives you certifiable and trustworthy evidence on an ingredient's benefit or harm in application to the human body. And it allows us to have a very dynamic way of qualifying products in purity standards. These regulatory rankings are ever changing. Research is always occurring, and we're committed to always updating our products or maintaining their safety and regulatory compliance in kind. So, long story short, this 3,000 ingredients, really makes sure we are producing safe and efficacious products, but it also makes our products saleable in every market we open into. Simply the availability of the products in the US, in Health Canada, means that they have been otherwise regulated and registered with that global or governing regulatory body.
It's amazing. A reason why we're going to 50 countries in a very short period of time because we have such, amazing ingredients in our products. And I know for me as a mom, I just seen in the chat, somebody said, does this help for teen acne? Let me tell you, my daughter is a walking testimonial for that. Yeah, and to know that she's using something healthy that's not wrecking the barrier of her skin, it's not a hormone disruptor, like that just makes me feel so good. So, all right, Angie, are you guys all ready to go through the ritual with us? Say yes in the comments if so, because I must really love you guys because I'm going to pull my hair back, remove everything, and come barefaced to you guys. So this headband was straight from Jeju. I was in Jeju. I got to
It's so
see
cute.
all the places she was talking on the campus. And I actually went and seen all of these places and witnessed it for myself. And let me tell you, this is a really, literally large scale of everything. I kind of felt like we'd be a block. We're just walking. It's a huge, huge, huge campus. So, seeing it for my own eyes really brought everything to life for me. So this is a little mandarin. We went mandarin picking when we were there. It was one of our excursions. And I was like, I have to buy one of these headbands because it was just so cute. So here we go. Okay. So I don't know about you guys. In the chat, let us know. Do you wash your face every night or do you sometimes get lazy? I'll tell you, for me, I have to wash my face or I can't sleep. Like literally, I have to wash my face or I'm like, I just can't go to bed. And we always start with we talk about double cleanse with our line, right? Double cleansing. And I know the first time I was told to use oil, Angie, I think I called you and I was like, are you sure? Like, I don't think I should be using oil. I've got problematic skin. And what about my daughter? She's got acne prone skin. And what she told me about this, I was like, and now it's like a product that we can't go without. So, Angie, tell everybody about this. I'm going to demo it and start removing it. You can tell me how to use this product, but I'm going to do it right here in front of everybody. Okay.
Absolutely, yes. And for those of you that are saying you're cleansing every night, good. For those of you not, I'm watching you because it is so important to cleanse your skin. It's not simply removing impurities, it's preparing your skin to better absorb the topical products in your routine. But yes, as Tracy is going into this, we ascribe to the K-beauty concept of double cleansing, where you use the science of solubilities to completely cleanse your face. First, going in with an oil-based cleanser is removing any either waterproof formulations or otherwise oil-based products on the skin. That could be SPF, waterproof makeup, even the sebum that's built up throughout the day. All of this will be rinsed away with an oil-based cleanser. It can even be used by men because they often have more sebum or oil production throughout the day to really get that nice clean feeling. So working it in with dry hands, a dry face, you can do it as little as 30 seconds, but I really promote working it in longer. 2 minutes, even 3 minutes, you're gonna begin to see some of that sebaceous filament, which is, what sometimes we think is blackheads on our nose and on our chin. That's gonna begin to pick up because that oil is melting and dissolving those sebaceous filaments and picking them up off your face. Once you've really worked it in, you can either I'm not sure if you're going to wipe it off, or you can also emulsify it. So you'll get your fingertips just a little bit wet. You'll massage your face again, and that's going to begin to milk up the product. And that emulsification is much like making a salad dressing where you shake it up and you have a creamy salad. This is essentially just picking up that oil from the skin and activating what little surfactants are in that formula. The formula is 76% just natural oil, so it's a very gentle formulation. And then you will simply rinse it away with lukewarm water. Now, in that consideration, there's always going to be some residual oils on your skin. So going in next with a water-based cleanser is how you remove those residual oils. Although I know some people that only use the oil cleanser and they prefer that residual oil to be left on their skin.
Okay. Yes. So water-based, we have two water-based. We've got our snow enzyme cleanser, and then we've got our powder. Now I'm going to tell you, Typically, I follow by the snow, and a few times a week, I incorporate the powder. However, I've been really, really, really falling in love with this powder that I'm using the powder more than the snow. So I'm going to do the snow tonight just to show you because it is quite a lovely, beautiful cleanser and just show you how it foams up. But with the powder, you're just going to put some in your hand. You're going to add water, rub it around. And if you want that exfoliation, you can leave it a little bit grainy, or if you want just cleanser that you want to use daily, you're going to get all those little nitty gritties away into a nice lather, and then you're going to wash your face. Okay. But tonight we are going to talk, we're going to show you the snow. So Angie, if you want to allude to these two, go ahead while I wash
Sure.
away here.
All right, of course. So our snow enzyme cleanser, I'm going to say, is the basic selection for most people. If you're someone that only practices one cleanser or you're cleansing in the morning, that typically is the go-to. It's our more hydrating cleanser. It has both papain and bromelain, which are natural fruit enzymes, to mildly exfoliate the skin, break the keratin bonds that are keeping the dead skin cells adhered, while also dissolving impurities lodged deep within the pores that the oil cleanser did not get to. But we also have a honey complex in there that's going to maintain skin elasticity and moisture. And really what we're focusing on here is a non-stripping cleanse, a cleanse that is effective, but not ruining your skin barrier. So this cleanser, the name is really alluding to what it's going to do on your skin. It's going to produce a beautiful snow-like foam. The enzymes are going to, of course, chemically or enzymatically exfoliate your skin, but comfortably enough for daily use. Now, the alternate option is the cleansing powder wash. And what's important to note is that you should not use all three cleansers in one routine. That's probably going to strip your skin. But the cleansing powder wash is our more exfoliating cleanser because not only is it a a powder-based cleanser, but it's a sub-acidic in nature and it has a higher concentration of papain, again, that natural fruit enzyme. So those with oily skin can probably get around with using the cleansing powder wash every day should they choose. But otherwise, for normal skin, it's roughly 2 to 3 times a week. You'll replace the snow enzyme with the cleansing powder wash. And for those with sensitive skin like myself, 1 to 2 times a week. And of course, increase from there if your skin fares well.
Super. Okay. So some people like to come in after their cleansers with this two-phase oil mist. And some people prefer to use this just throughout the day. I'm somebody that I don't use this next. I actually just keep it in my office or like in my purse. And if I just need to pick me up throughout the day, it's safe to put over your makeup. And I call it my hydration boost. So at this point, Angie, we could spray if we wanted to, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you could. Yeah, that
And
spray is fantastic. I will say people go through it quite quickly because they just throw it into their bag and use it as needed throughout the day for that boost of moisturization, like you said.
right. Okay. And then we're going to get into this, the calming balance gel. It's one of my favorite
Mhm.
products. I've seen multi-uses for people, like people going like, what? This disappeared and I didn't even know. I wasn't even trying to make it disappear. Um, so this is going to go on next. How about you tell us a little bit about this?
Sure. So this Calming Balance Gel is quite simplistic in its formula. It was a water-based gel, but in that simplicity is so profound in providing hydration to your skin. Hydrate, of course, is one of our key K-beauty tenets, but it's also the major performance for products that Chairman On had in his design of ICD. Your skin is upwards of 64% water, and any lower percentage of that can cause a variety of skin issues, not only just that dryness and flaking and dullness, but it can even cause fine lines and wrinkles or sebum overproduction. So this product is so crucial at just facing that hydration. It prioritizes damask rose water, which is very calming and balancing to the skin. And the main hydrator in there, amongst other ingredients, is 8-layer hyaluronic acid. Low to high molecular weights of hyaluronic acid for absorption at multiple levels of the skin and thusly total hydration.
This feels so good. Sunburns, telling you this works. Do you have any like skin like issues that you can't get rid of? Try it. Not saying it's gonna cure it, but I try it. Anyways,
Or put it in
that's
the fridge,
our
it's very cooling.
yes, put it in the fridge. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, so then we're gonna get into our fun little combo here, which is called a Boo Say Boo. Who Boo Say Boos? Let us know. Tell me in the chat. If you boo, say I do. Again, at first I'm like, why are we doing this? What is going on? And now I'm like, as much as I can. Notice the products I'm bringing down to my neck and my chest, right? So, Angie, tell us about Boo Say Boo. What's this all about?
Absolutely. And Tracy, I'm so glad you said that about your neck and décolleté because your neck and chest age the same way your face does, has the same exposures to UV rays and pollution. So always bring down. But the Boo Say Boo, I could have an entire hour-long call just about these products. They are fantastic. They're going to have the highest concentration of that giant byungpo leaf extract, which is the giant byungpo extracted with the Jeju lava energy water. The booster is 89% giant byungpo, the serum 73%. Both products are also German derma tested, which is a stronger safety test for applicability to sensitive skin types. That's why I typically recommend this line for anyone starting out with Riman. That giant byungpo is going to bring you some hyperpigmentation reduction in appearance. The appearance of fine lines and wrinkles will reduce, hydration to an utmost degree, and the reduction in redness appearance as well. But beyond that, there's NMN in both products. And some of you may know NMN is a hot topic right now, especially in oral supplements. NMN, or nicotinamide mononucleotide, is a derivative of niacinamide, vitamin B3, and a precursor to NAD+. Now, NAD+ is a molecule in our bodies, or rather an enzyme, involved in so many energy metabolisms, but we lose roughly 50% of it every 20 years. So while it's not directly illuminated that topical application of NMN converts to NAD+, it has been shown by the American Academy of Dermatology and Procter & Gamble that NMN on the skin is awesome for it. Skin clarity, skin hydration, hyperpigmentation reduction, fine line, and wrinkle reduction. And then each of those products have their own key third ingredient. One in the serum is a microbiome-based approach to anti-aging care, and the one in the booster is an enzyme from an extremophile, which is a or rather unicellular organism living in harsh condition for UV damaged DNA repair. Now, what Tracy is doing is the Boo Say Boo method of application, and it's a must because these products are so high in that giant byungpo leaf extract, which itself is high in water content. We are allowing for the saturation of these key ingredients onto your skin, while also allowing for the natural behavior of water to evaporate from the skin. So many people will Boo Say Boo or Boo Say Boo Say Boo Say Boo and keep on going and just keep really enjoying that radiance for their skin.
Boo say boo. There we go. Yeah.
Mhm.
Letting it all sink in. So awesome. All right. And then, of course, we finish with our dermatology cream. This is probably, it's always like, what's my favorite product? I don't know. The oil, the the calming gel, the cream, like all of it. But like this is really and truly probably my top three for sure. I mean, this is like butter. And I don't know, Angie, you tell me what's so magical in here because it feels amazing.
You are not alone in that preference as well. It's actually our number one bestseller. And this cream, 67% giant byungpo, also has a German Derma Test 5-star seal, also has NMN, but it's the third key ingredient is actually two ingredients, and it's ergothioneine and carnosine. Now, ergothioneine is thought to be a more potent antioxidant than CoQ10 or idabenone, hydroquinone. So not only is it protecting your skin's endogenous antioxidants, so the antioxidants your skin was naturally producing, but it performs itself as an antioxidant for that complete protection of your skin from oxidative species. That carnosine is a naturally occurring dipeptide. It has similar antioxidant efficacy, but also greatly helps in general repair of the skin. So really focusing on moisturization, hydration, soothing, hyperpigmentation reduction, every aesthetic benefit you could hope for all in a singular jar.
Awesome. Okay. Now we always finish with protecting with SPF, right? During the
Yes.
day. I'm not going to put SPF on tonight because I'm doing this so that I'm ready for bed after. But we have our sunscreen. I'm actually out. Can you believe it? Like so many people are going away on hot holidays and they are literally like, do you have any sunscreen on? Do you have any sunscreen on your shelf? I'm like, here, here, here. I'm out. I'm actually out. I need to get more. But it is SPF 50. And it is actually our product of the month, right, Angie?
It is, yeah. So for those who didn't know, we started a new segment on the monthly rundown called Product of the Month. I hop on with Betty. We talk about a key product and what it is doing for your skin, how it performs in a routine. And so our very first one ever was our moisture layer sunscreen.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we cannot disregard these. Well, this product, we've already touched about this two-phase oil mist. Like I said, it is something that I kind of just throughout the day, if I want a little boost or I want to freshen, pick me up or whatever, I will just spray this and it smells so good. Can you just talk a little bit like what this is all about, Angie?
Sure,
What's in?
absolutely. So this product's so easy to keep in your routine or just need it throughout the day. It's a biphasic mist, thus the name. So there's obvious layer of oil and water. The main purpose of this product is to both hydrate and moisturize your skin, which are often thought to be synonymous activities, but they're not. Hydration focuses on that water balance, moisturization on that lipid or oil balance. The lipid layer to the product has camellia seed oil produced by ourselves on Jeju Island, and that's rich in so many phytonutrients, but also, of course, in lipids to moisturize the skin. The water level, of course, with many other key ingredients, has sea spray water, another ingredient produced by Riman, but this is rich in vitamin C and vitamin E for antioxidant protection and general hydration.
Awesome. Okay. And then again, this has to be one of my favorites. I literally truly have it in every purse, in my car, beside my nightstand, in my office. Um, it's the multi-stick bomb. I call it the miracle bomb. It's like just the magical bomb. And before I go to bed, because I am now ready for bed, what I will do on my bedside stand is take this and I put it around my eyes, getting the little crow's feet over here. Okay. Under the eyes, I'm putting it on my lips and I'm putting it above my lips. Sometimes throughout the day, again, if I want a natural glow, I'll just give a little bit of boost right here. I've heard people have maybe a little cuticle dryness. They put it on here. I mean, this, talk to us, Angie.
Yeah, so the name is the game, that multi-stick balm for multiple different uses. And I would say this is one of the products that easily gets men into Riman because it's just so easy. Everyone needs a lip balm. But this product is, I would say, a sister product to the Too Faced Oil Mist, also has camellia seed and the sea berry as key ingredients. But a third key ingredient is actually Byungpo leaf oil. And that is crucial because this is an anhydrous balm. Oftentimes, when we look towards the moisturization or hydration of the skin, we have emollients, we have humectants, and we have occlusives. That occlusive is what you're getting with this balm. It's going to create a fine, thin layer on the surface of the skin to reduce transepidermal water evaporation or water loss. So that giant Byungpo leaf oil is going to help not only reinforce the skin barrier lipids, but really help maintain that hydration beneath the surface of the skin. And of course, impart that inflammation care, which is crucial because oftentimes you're applying this to an area that's dry and often is inflamed. So the lips, I always put it around my nose because I blow my nose so often. Beneath the eyes, as you've said, I've also heard it is great beneath concealer. I've had even people applying it to their collarbones to have that nice subtle radiance. So anything you need, really, this stick is perfect for you just to really get that moisturization layer.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, did you guys learn something tonight? I know I did. And I feel like I know a lot about our products, but every time I learn something new. So I'll tell you what, we don't just have the dermatology line. We have our advanced radiantsum line, which is actually getting a beauty upgrade right now. So stay tuned for that. I cannot wait to see what they do with that. Um, and we have our Bodilab, which is our hair care and our body care, which is our body wash and body cream. Okay, so body cream, oh my goodness, the Morning Garden scent is our original beautiful light scent. Love it, love it. I just got a box of it today. I was like, load me up. It is fantastic. Being in Canada and being dry, you have to be careful what kind of lotion you're trying to put on your skin. A lot of times it just sits on your skin and you're like, are you going to absorb, right? And this stuff absorbs. It's absolutely amazing. So we also have our lightening products, which is another segment. But tonight we did want to just focus on our dermatology line. So thank you again, Angie, so much for bringing your expertise to us. Was there anything you want to say in closing at all?
No, well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you to each and every one of you. I know it is likely late for most of you, or you're trying to get ready for dinner. So the time you took to learn, to interact with the demo is crucial. And I saw so many messages that I had to stop myself from interrupting Tracy and answering. And I really want y'all to be encouraged to message me these questions because I want to make sure you feel heard and answered. So Ritual at Riman, it is an inbox always for any inquiry you may have. And yes, as Tracy said, we do have so many other lines because Remana prioritizes holistic self-care. And your self-care isn't just about your skincare routine. It's about your body and hair care products, what you are putting into your body, and then also how you are incorporating the lifestyle in the terms of agency and action you are implying every single day. And so all the things we have in the future for us as the Remont family are good things. And I am so excited to share them all with you, like the update to the Radiance line and like so many products that are happening behind the scenes.
Super awesome. So you heard her. What was it again? Ritual at
Remont.com. Yes.
ritual at
Let me type it.
remont.com. Okay, so if you had questions tonight that maybe we missed or we didn't get to answering, we didn't take too many questions because we were on a bit of a time frame here. Make sure that you send those to her. She will answer them all for you. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your time. And Angie, love you. Can't wait to see you at the end of the month in Long Beach.
Likewise, Tracy. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
ladies. That was wonderful.
Of
Thank
course.
you.